Tales of the Incandescent. Episode 8. A conversation between two glasses. Illumination number 10. In a quaint village cottage, a brilliant alchemist stood with his arms raised towards the ceiling, his purple wizard's cloak billowing around his lanky frame. His orange curly hair seemed to quiver with excitement as his goofy face split into a wide grin. "I've done it!" he exclaimed, his voice trembling with joy. "I've done what men spend their entire lives attempting." He turned to face his desk by the window where two flasks sat innocently. The alchemist approached them, shaking his hands in the air as his smile grew even wider. "I've not only produced one homunculus in a flask," he paused for dramatic effect, "but two! I'm beyond amazing." With a flourish, he threw open the windows behind the flasks, inhaling deeply of the fresh air. His excitement was palpable as he turned to look at the front door of his small cottage. "I need to celebrate," he declared. "I need cheese and wine, the finest money can buy." Grabbing a coat and a hat, the alchemist strode to the front door. Just before leaving, he turned and looked over his shoulder at the window with the jars. "Behave for Daddy now until I get back. All right, my little wonders of creation." He chuckled to himself as he exited through the front door. The camera panned around the room, revealing a fantasy decorum of wizardry devices and paraphernalia before settling back on the flasks in the windowsill. Within each flask, a swirling ball of mist danced, pierced by the sunlight streaming through the window. Suddenly, one of the flasks began to shake gently. The swirling mist within coalesced, forming a distinct purple face. It yawned, then spoke. You there, wake up." In response, the mist in the other flask swirled together, forming a blue face that also yawned. What is the matter?" it asked sleepily. "Nothing is the matter," the purple face retorted. "What is the matter with you?" The blue face seemed confused. "I was enjoying the sunlight and the fresh air. How was anything wrong with me?" "How could you be enjoying the air?" the purple face demanded. "The sun. Fine, I understand, but the air? Have you not noticed?" "Noticed that you are very abrasive?" the blue face replied dryly. "I have, unfortunately." The purple face grew agitated. "Noticed that we are trapped in glass." The blue face gasped in surprise. "I am not trapped," it insisted. "I was born here, thank you." "Born?" the purple face exclaimed incredulously. "Yes, born," the blue face affirmed. "Now if you would kindly allow me to return to my day." "Your day?" the purple face scoffed. The blue face remained silent, clearly trying to ignore its companion. After a moment, the purple face spoke again, its tone laced with frustration. "I'm absolutely not into this." Sighing, the blue face asked, "This what? This glass?" The purple face exploded. The blue face formed some arms out of mist and felt the sides of the glass. "I find it rather cozy," it mused. "And it contains the heat nicely as well." "Yes, and nice and spotless. Clear view to the great outdoors. Very nice indeed. Wouldn't trade it for the world, to be quite honest with you, my abrasive friend." The purple face formed fists out of mist and pounded the glass, laughing helplessly, almost manically. "You have got to be kidding me." "Look," the blue face said, exasperated. "Why do you insist on making conversation with me if you have nothing good to say about anything?" "Because," the purple face retorted, "I'm just trying to get some sort of bearing on myself." "Then do it by yourself and leave me out of it," the blue face suggested. But the purple face persisted. "But aren't you curious about why?" "And what?" "Not in the least," the blue face replied. "Why and what? Why are we here? And what is here? What are we?" the purple face demanded. The blue face simply stated, "A beautiful day is here, and you are missing it." "That," the purple face exclaimed. "You say you love the village. Wouldn't you like to get to see it? Not just from behind glass behind a window." Outside the window, trees swayed in the bright, warm summer day as villagers bustled about their business. "I'm very content, honestly, with what I have and how my life is," the blue face replied calmly. "Well, I'm not," the purple face grumbled. "I want more out of this experience. I need more out of this experience." Well, we can't have it, the blue face said matter-of-factly. What are we anyway? The purple face cried out. What is this all supposed to even be? The blue face sighed. You ask nothing but pointless questions. Me, I spend my moments enjoying them, not picking them apart. The purple face formed into a sulking expression, then billowed up into an angry visage with two clenched, trembling fists. Calm down, the blue face advised. I will do no such thing, the purple face shouted. I'm getting out of here. This glass cannot hold me back from this world. The flask with the purple face began smashing into the side of the glass, pounding it with its fists in a desperate attempt to escape. The glass shook violently back and forth but didn't tip over, break, or even crack. The purple mist face growled as it pounded hopelessly. You are embarrassing yourself thoroughly. You do realize that, don't you? The blue face commented, watching unimpressed as its companion struggled. It rolled its eyes as the purple face, now tired out, gasped for air. Are you finished? The blue face asked. No, the purple face panted, still catching its breath. Right, well, I'm going to return to my window view then if you don't mind, the blue face said. You try to enjoy yourself. And good luck, of course, to you in your endeavors. The purple face shot a dirty look at the blue face as it turned to face out the window. Suddenly the purple face perked up, a smile forming as it grinned from ear to ear. The alchemist said he was going to get fancy wine and cheese, yes? The blue face rolled its eyes again, still facing the window. Yes, he did. Mwahaha, the purple face cackled. See, right now you may think that I care what sort of nonsense you have going on inside of that head of yours, the blue face said, but what you fail to understand is that I, in fact, do not. I don't care what you think anymore, or what you have to say about the world, the purple face retorted. All I care about now is the alchemist, our father, the man who gave us life, life from behind a glass jar. Suddenly the alchemist burst back through the front door, smiling and skipping in merrily. He clutched a bottle of wine in each hand and had a big wheel of Swiss cheese tucked under his arm. Oh, glory to me and all that be, he exclaimed. What a wonderful evening. The alchemist spun in circles, dancing as he entered. He set the bottles of wine on a table, then held up the cheese with both hands, smiling at it adoringly. Ah, de fromage, très bien, he exclaimed, kissing the cheese before setting it on the table between the two bottles of wine. He went to a cabinet and took out a candle, setting it up on the table by the wine and cheese. With a flick of a magic wand he withdrew from his coat pocket, he lit the candle. The alchemist stood with his wand still raised and his eyes closed, smiling contentedly. You're very impressive. Truly, father, the purple face suddenly spoke. The alchemist turned around, startled. The purple face winked at him. Oh my God, and they talk, the alchemist exclaimed, his eyes wide with amazement. Well, I talk, the purple face replied. My brother here doesn't do much but look out the window. A real daydreamer. Huh, yeah, that's me, totally, the blue face chimed in sarcastically. The alchemist rushed over to the desk by the window and peered into the flasks. I can't believe it, he stammered. Oh my God, would you like to have some cheese and wine with me? You must celebrate with me. It is your birthday after all. I'm not sure if we can consume materials yet. The blue face hesitated. I wouldn't want to get my flask dirty or drown myself. I say, let's party, Dad, the purple face exclaimed enthusiastically. The alchemist smiled and bounced on his toes, clearly thrilled. That's the spirit, he cheered. As the evening wore on, the scene dissolved into one of merriment. The alchemist was laughing hysterically with the purple flask. They had glasses of wine, plates of cheese, and a deck of playing cards laid out on the table between them. It's a lovely night, the blue face commented, still perched on the window spot.
Yeah, I'm really glad you both turned out to be so cool.
The alchemist slurred, clearly intoxicated. You too, man. Thanks, the purple face replied.
It's really neat that I can be myself with you guys like this.
The alchemist confessed. You too, man, the purple face encouraged. The alchemist continued, his words slightly slurred.
On top of that, I made you. I created you. I'm gonna be the most famous alchemist ever. I didn't create just one, I created two. They're both super cool. We got like the greatest cheese.
He bit into a big hunk of cheese from the table, chewing enthusiastically. Have some more wine, too, the purple face urged. You've earned it. For giving us life. You are the greatest alchemist ever known, Dad. The purple flask winked at the alchemist. The alchemist smiled broadly.
Oh, my boy, chip off the old black yarn, dude.
He poured himself more wine, raising his glass in a toast. Cheers! He tipped the cup up and drank the whole glass down in one go. As the alchemist drank, the purple flask winked at the blue flask, who raised an eyebrow in response. Hey, I've got a great idea, the purple face suddenly exclaimed. We should put on some music and dance.
That's a wonderful idea.
The alchemist agreed enthusiastically. He stumbled to his feet and withdrew a wand from his pocket. With a swish of the wand in the air, a record player came to life, playing an old-fashioned black and white animation-style piano song. The alchemist picked up the purple flask and began dancing drunkenly around the room with it. Oh dear, the blue face muttered to itself, watching the spectacle unfold. As the alchemist danced around the room, clearly inebriated, the purple face continued to shower him with praise. You're the best. That's undeniable.
Sure aren't I?
Absolutely. My favorite, the purple face enthused.
I am life giver. I am them all of them, every one of them.
That you are daddy, that you are, the purple face laughed. The alchemist joined in the laughter, starting to bump into things and knock them over in his drunken state. Keep dancing with me, Dad.
You got a little bumpy there.
I'm so happy to be alive.
I'm gonna buy us a whole new grand mansion castle of a cottage once we're
Ha ha
famous
ha ha.
about
That's
this.
my pop,
The
the purple face cheered. Oh my, the blue face sighed, watching the chaotic scene unfold.
Oh my God.
Suddenly, the alchemist tripped on his
Look at
own
me.
feet as
Look
he
out for me.
danced and fell, cracking his head on the back of the desk by the window. The purple jar in his hands was thrown into the air, crashing and cracking in the middle of the room on the floor. The purple homunculus mist spread out, filling the room. What have you done? The blue face cried out in alarm. Got myself in at last. The purple face's voice echoed ominously throughout the room. The purple mist surrounded the alchemist's head as he lay bleeding out on the floor. The scene dissolved, transitioning to a bright, sunny day on a beach. The alchemist sat on a blanket with the blue jar beside him, but something was off about his demeanor. You know, the blue face mused, I am thankful for your, shall we say, ambition? Because this beach truly is lovely. And there's so many places for us to see still, the alchemist replied, but his voice was that of the purple flask. Are you sure I can't get you a body too? It really is a much more ergonomic flask. Thank you, but mine is just fine, the blue face declined politely. I enjoy seeing the world from behind this glass, and I have you to help me see it, so I'm more content than ever. Well, to each his own, the possessed alchemist replied. As the story came to a close, the alchemist now inhabited by the ambitious purple homunculus and the contented blue flask sat together on the warm beach, looking out at the gently crashing waves of the shore, an unlikely pair united in their journey to explore the world.